Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream. This one's a little bit more interesting, because this may end up with different results than what I intend. So, we'll see how it goes. This is going to be a short one, because I want to get something done here, but I also have a little bit of a challenge. So, the way this works is I want to create a cross silhouette version of the Crossbone X2 here. Now I have the cross silhouette Crossbone and the BB Senshi G Generations X2. Now the idea is to take the V-fin and basically plant it on this. The only problem with that is that when I move all this stuff out of the way, the V-fins are totally different. Yeah, I got my package. Okay, so the way that this works, and I'll have to see if I can put this in focus. So this is the V-fin for the X2, and the thing is, it's a lot more different than your standard Gundam V-fin. It's got like that crazy, almost like feather style thing going on here. And then we've got the one that comes with the cross silhouette, and the way that the cross silhouette one works is it fits onto the back of another like head crest. It's a totally separate part. So the only thing I can think of doing is filing or cutting down here, and then gluing those bits that look like sort of like feathers onto this one, and then just painting it. The only problem is that I may screw up two V-fins in one go by doing that, and for anyone that is very knowledgeable about Gundam, or even just likes Gundam a little bit, you'll know that if you like your Fedi suits, or ones that have V-fins, then you'll know that screwing up the V-fin is the most dangerous thing you can do to a kit, because yeah, if you screw up the V-fin, then basically you screw up the entire thing, rather its look. So yeah, it's a bit annoying, but I'm thinking, before I even get into this, because I've got a load of other kids to be doing at the same time, I just thought I'd go over this a little bit with you guys and see what you think. I'm trying to get this on camera here now. Yeah, it's a bit like the Fenix. It's got, instead of having just the standard V, it's got like these feathery bits along the side. Now what my plan here is just to cut out all of this section, because it's all one part on the original SD. The original SD, it's not very color separated like the cross silhouette. So the idea is it's attached to the head crest on the original, and my idea is to just clip this out with nippers and then file it down until we get the two side pieces, and then just file down the other one from the cross silhouette until I can place these flush against them, and then just use glue to, like, it's a specific super glue, but it'll melt the two plastics together and it will form a really good bond. I've used it to repair different kits before, but that's what I'm thinking of at the moment. Was Bodhi hiding, says Treble? Oh, wait. Check the video resolution. Ooh, for a second there, I thought the warning was for Susan yeeting me again, because this is a very similar stream to the last one that I did where I got yeeted. But yeah, what do you guys think? Because I reckon that's the best way I can go about this, because like I said, the way that this works, I'll show you. That is one piece, and the way the cross silhouette works, I've got this on the claws here, or the clamps, whatever you want to call them, so that they don't fall and get lost. The way that the cross silhouette one works is you've got the bit at the front, which has a little piece for the skull that goes into the front, and then you have this one, and the way that it works is it slips in there, and then the white headpiece has another bit that goes in between, so you're pushing them both together like this, and it just sticks on. Now as you can see there, just a little bit, it fits pretty nicely against there. And the only way that I think I could do this, like I was saying, is just file it down so it's flush, and then glue it on. But not entirely sure about it, so I just thought I'd see what you guys think first before I go ahead and try butchering this. By the way, sorry if the mic is pretty low. I've got it sat to the side. But yeah, what do you guys think about this whole deal? Should I attempt to fix this or what? Because there's no way I can use that bit, not without trying to file down this front bit for the skull and then trying to modify the skull. So either way, no, it's gonna be a bit of a mess. So yeah, I figure maybe butchering this will work. Like I said, I figure because this is flat on one side, and then I can just get it the innard parts here. I figure if I take a knife to it here and just do it both sides, I'll get the fins off this one, and then I can transplant them onto the cross silhouette and have a cross silhouette X2. The thing is, the Crossbone X2 BB Senshi is actually pretty accurate in terms of scale compared to the cross silhouette. The V-fin is almost 1-to-1 scale, so it's not going to look out of place. The only problem is going to be, like I said, removing this bit. The question is, do you really want to do it? Well, I mean, I got the two kits with the expressed idea of basically combining them together to make a custom X2. You know, I'm just thinking as the idea of taking the center, the head crest part out of this going to be a good idea, or does anyone think that they can do it better? You know, because if anyone has another idea on how to do this better, then please tell me before I take the nippers to this. No, because I don't want to start this and then somebody else be like, well, you could have done this, and maybe like, oh no. No. Also, the reason why I'm holding these is so it doesn't affect my hands too much. So yeah. Also, the reason why we've not got music today is just to try and avoid Susan completely yeeting me. I figure if she's gonna get me, she'll get me on the content of the video rather than the copyright, even though the music's been fine for most of the other videos. Okay, Nugs. So the idea is I'm going to be doing, or I want to do, a cross silhouette version of the Crossbone X2. The problem is that the cross silhouette V-fin looks nothing like the X2's. I'm trying to get it looking right here. It's the right scale, but I figure that I can sand down the sides of this and put the winged looking V-fin on here using some super glue that will melt the two plastics together. The only thing is I'm going to need to cut out all of this head crest. That's what I'm coming up with at the moment, but I don't know whether I could do it any other way because the head crest that I've got in my hands is way too big and has a different connection point compared to the other one. Plus, if I did it using this one, I'd need to sand down the front and find some way of putting the cross silhouette crossbone piece on here because it's a completely separate piece. Hey, Phantom. At this point, I'm thinking the easiest bet is to try and get the V-fin off of this head crest. Why not cut off the X2 wingtips and then glue them to the X1? Primarily because the way that the wings work on this one are a little bit different. They're angled differently. So like on the X1, the X1s are flat and flush to the actual unit, where these are to the side instead, so they're not flat, they're angled. Even if I was to cut off just the wing pieces and put them on the X1, it wouldn't look as good. So it's a bit of a pain. It's either I cut the entire V-fin off this and sand down the other one, or I use this entire piece. Seemingly, those are the two options I can come up with right now. Unless anyone else has a better idea. Like, I'm all open to ideas at the moment. Because, like, if I show you this one, the one for the X1 is completely flat, and the reason for that is to fit into the other head section, the crest bit. But when you turn it this way on its side, it does not look anything like the X2, because the X2's is really unique. It's more like the Phoenix's sort of V-fin. Really, really awkward. Like I said, I got these two kits again. I've already got the original Crossbone. You see me make it up with the cape and everything. The idea was to make it up just as nice as that one, but with the X2's colour scheme and stuff. I meant the entire wing, like, glue it to the X1 V-fin and sand it down. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's exactly what I was planning on doing. If nobody else had any other ideas, is just cut this out with the nippers. Because I can easily just cut through the centre of the crest and isolate the V-fin here. Sand the other one down flush and then just glue it. Let's go with this for a laugh. So the center of the head crest here is going to be a little bit of a nightmare to do, but I'm basically, at least if I have the wings here off this one, it won't be too bad. Oh, that brittle sound. That brittle sound. Now I've committed to this, I've got to go ahead and do it. But yeah, like I was saying, this is the whole thing with this specific thing. Is if I screw it up, I either risk breaking one V-fin or another. Ooh, what I'm going to try doing is I'm going to try slowly going at this V-fin. Because if I go really fast and try cutting out big bits, that's when I'm going to regret it, because it seems to be kind of brittle plastic here. Yeah, the one thing that no Gundam fan likes is the idea of breaking a V-fin on a kit. And yeah, the reason why I'm holding on to this is because it's just easier for me, especially with my hands. Because I want to enjoy kits again. I suppose this is a little test to see... ooh, I'm a bit too close there with that. Bit too close. Can we just... I know I said I'd hold it the other way, but I'm just trying to see what I can get at here. Cuts like this are usually better with a modelling saw. Unfortunately, I don't have a modelling saw. I might try and do little bits like this and just see what I can get away with. I honestly wish I had a modelling saw right now, because this could go terribly wrong. Let's think. Can I use the knife to make cuts in it? Not tiny ones like the ones that I need. Oh, I might have to actually wait for a modelling saw. Let's see if I can just this cut that I made before give me some pretty nice progress. So let's just try and work along here. This is gonna be terrible, this, isn't it? This is gonna be Dave breaks a V-fin on stream. Ooh, if I can work around this and get the original pin out here, then it'll give me some room to work. Welcome to Dave's How Not to Do Gunpla, you know. You could have better off cutting it in half. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just work around this this peg hole in the center of it. There we go. There we go. Now we got access to the center here. Now I can cut off different bits. It's easy to sand it down. The problem is just cutting the damn thing in half. Okay, so far so good. The only problem now is getting through this damn peg at the bottom. I've got to butcher it to get it out. This is the most wonkiest thing I think I've ever done on stream. Come on now. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a bit anxious here. You know, because I want to go round it and not break the V-fin. If I can get away with this, I'm gonna be a very happy man right now. Ooh. Ooh. Every time I'm making cuts to the center here to try and get closer, I feel like I'm taking a risk. A really big risk. Hey Kaiser. Hope you guys got your tri-ages in the mail. Wait, what? I know it's too late now, but the easiest way might have been not to use the X1 fin at all and just glue the X fin onto it. No, I said I would have tried that, but it would have left me without one of the other pieces, which would have looked a bit bad. Right, I figure if I try and work in here. This is one of those monkey brain moments where it's like, how much can we do here without buggering it up? Okay, we're doing good here. The thing is, I don't mind so much if I bugger up the cross silhouette kit because it's an easier kit to get hold of. Whereas the Crossbone X2, you kind of can only get that from HLJ from what I understand, or at least, you know, places in Japan. And I don't want to have another X2 shipped to me anytime soon. Come on now. We're slowly getting to this peg hole here. There we go. Oh, so we're slowly getting there. We're at the bottom of it right now, and all I need to do is just get this bottom section cut up. Woohoo! Here's where I get an hour into the stream, and then Susan's gonna yeet it again. Everyone get your popcorn ready for that. He says as he drops the V-fin into the box there. Because this isn't looking too bad at the moment in terms of being able to just send down the V-fin later on. We just cut up from here now and then. As long as I don't get any cracks in the plastic, this will be fine. The skull crest here that's annoying because it joins on with the peg. Yeah, that's risky. Oh, risky business, but I think I managed it. Ah, Jesus Christ. Okay, so part of the V-fin went boomeranging off into the cross silhouette box. Okay, so what we have now is half a V-fin that we can work with a little bit more. YouTube, nice stream you got there. Be a shame if it dropped to 144p. I hope not, considering I had it on at like above 720. Ooh. Right, what I want to try doing is try taking this down just a little bit more in terms of. Whoa! Okay, that flew off into the next room, whatever that was. I think half of the peg got yeeted into the other room. The peg just went shooting off, and the next minute I just heard this like crashing sound from the other room. Here's where I go in the other room later and find like the peg and little bits on the floor. Oh, I Actually, that might be a little bit close there. I'm gonna have to potentially file the rest down. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll use the knife to go at this slowly, and then we'll use actual like a sanding block or something, depending on how far we get with this. This plastic, man, old SD plastic seems to be really sturdy and not exactly brittle, but it's definitely not as nice as the newer stuff. Then again, I am basically cutting a really thick piece of plastic in half, so maybe that's it. All I'm trying to do is just shave this thing down really slowly, but not hurt my hands either, you know, because of my condition. Speaking of, let's see whether just filing down is actually better, because I feel like it might be a little bit better on my hands. I'm just going to find the right file now, because I have like 50 of them. Let's try that one maybe. This is a really weird sanding block. Yeah, I feel like this is just slipping off right now. Maybe screw that. Let's try the more brittle one that I was using on some of the other kits before. If this works, I'm gonna be real happy. I just don't know whether it'll work or not. The whole reason why I'm doing this instead of one of the other GBO2 kit streams is primarily because one, it's an experiment to see whether Susan yeets me for this, and two, it's because I thought, well, this is only really one part modification that I'm doing for this rather than an entire kit. You know, so this is just a small thing that I can do. Plus the whole thing of Willie won't even bugger this up was a you know, something that I thought, yeah, people might enjoy. Gonna be so happy if this comes out exactly how I want it, you know. Because I absolutely love the design of the crossbone suits. So I figure having the X1 and the X2 with capes next to each other is gonna be hilarious. And awesome at the same time, because they're going to be in SD, so it's going to look really stupid. But at the same time, it's going to look cool, because they're not in, like, full chibi. Remember my old SD Strike Freedom? Yeah, they were much more brittle. Yeah, this purple plastic, man, it's definitely giving me a run for my money. I think what I need now is like a magnifying glass so I can actually see this thing at range on camera. Yeah. I'm over my jacket's banging into the side of the box there and making a noise. Oh my god, this is slow, but it's gonna be worth it. Maybe try going that way. I figure I can get like one side of this done on stream, and then I'll be happy. You know, because I don't want to rush this and obviously hurt my hands even more, so the idea is just to do a little bit. Come on now. else has attempted this, because I'm just thinking about it, and it's something that I don't think I've seen as somebody do a cross silhouette of the X2. I demand another poll to feed the algorithm. Oh, dude, I could totally go for that right now. Maybe we should feed the algorithm again and do like another comment for just for the sake of it to we'll see if we can go crazy with it. Because it seems to have had an uptick in traffic at least, just a little bit. We're getting there. It's a slow process, but we're getting there. Only problem with this is my left hand, where the problem is, I'm leaning on its elbow, you know, on the desk to support myself, so a bit of an issue. I've got to do this, then I've got to do an IBO video after this, and then I've got to do This Week in Gundam episode 3. That's going to be fun, because that's going to be another stream. Okay, we're slowly getting this flat so that we can get it flush. I'm just trying to file down the sides here so it's a little bit closer to where it needs to be. I'm actually glad I didn't mess up the V-fin, because that would have been the worst possible scenario, because at least when I glue these together it should look pretty good, and then I can just paint it gold. And away we go, and then I'm just going to find the right purple for the X2. And then just spray the entire thing in like a grey, and then do an overcoat of like satin black on it. Have you been playing GBO2, says Phantom? No, I was going to today, but with my hands being a bit funny, I decided to leave it for a little bit. I want to, though. I mean, trust me, I really want to. The idea is that I want to slowly get back into stuff. Reminds me, I'm just going to check something. Okay. Right. I'm just checking something that... Ugh. Right. This is almost flush with the V-fin here. Hang on. Have you got I messed up that there. Tongue twister. Or maybe it was just me. Have you heard about the English recently in GBO2? Oh, yeah. I've heard about that. It coming in. Like the new map, the English stuff, the increased frame rate, the PS5 version, which has cloud saves, you know, because the normal version had cloud saves. So of course it's going to use the same. The only difference the PS5 is going to have is the English voice. Well, the new English voices are in the patch, but the only difference the PS5 version is going to have is the increased frame rate. But the new map, that's got me interested in the new voices, yeah. And then the Capul being the new suit. Come on. Oh my god, this is taking forever, but I mean, at least it's the effort's going to be worth it. He says as he slowly files away for his dear life to try and Get this V-fin looking right. What's everybody else been up to anyway? Because I can't just sit here and mouth off all the time. Oh. I had a laugh getting these packages through the post today because they're definitely helping. Come on now, that is so close there, and yet I still need to cut off a little bit. I'm gonna attempt just to cut off little sections with the nippers that I can get away with. Because I can't be doing repetitive motions all the time, because otherwise it's gonna affect my hands. Let's just try and get away with as much of this as possible. Okay, so I can get away with that there. On the back, it's going to be a problem. I might just do it with the knife again. If I had an option to make polls now, I'd probably spam it. What's the status with FedEx? We got it. We got the stuff because the X2 was part of the stuff. They came today because I complained yesterday about them not coming. Today, they said they'd come, and what happened was I went outside and stood outside and actually flagged them down because I saw the van and was like, "Hey, over here! I need my stuff." Yeah. I told a little bit of the story in the DOA stream that I did before. So yeah, we got him. We got him, boys. We got the stuff. It's all good. So in the package, I got these the clamp things, which I showed off before. I got so many packs of those from HLJ that are going to help with painting. And then I got a stand for those, the crossbone, heavy arms, mobile doll May, waddles, the camphor. I think that was about it. No, the X2. Of course. You know, so we be good. Okay, I feel like this is slowly working now. Like, getting really, really close towards the end here. I'm actually glad I'm only doing half a V-fin for now because of me, my hands being a little bit sore after this. Then again, it's like I said, I'm leaning on my elbow, so not really helping. And I get rid of just these last little pieces and then I'll have half a V-fin. What did the driver say? Basically, when it comes down to the driver, he was like, dude, who tried coming here the last time? Because, like, it's really easy to find. I don't know what happened. You know, it was like some subcontractors or something. And I was just like, yeah, I'm just glad you came and it didn't go back to Japan again. So yeah. That was about it. Have enough gated clips for high grades, but learned I'm short for a real grade, says Nugs. Yeah, the gated clips is something that I invested in recently because I thought, you know what, it'd be good to just keep track of things, you know, while I'm painting. Right, this is almost flush. Just gotta do more over this side. then we are good to go with one of these V-fins, which is going to be great. I say one of the V-fins. It really is just one V-fin behind a head crest, but the way it's working, I'm having to split it. Okay, so what I need to do here, because I'm so damn close to getting this right, is just to file this down so it's in shape. This is so damn brittle, it's unbelievable. Like, the only plastic I've held that's like this is Kotobukiya stuff, and I never liked Kotobukiya plastic. It's absolutely terrible. Nug says, I would have painted more, but God's tears have decided to follow me for the past week. Oh, dude. I've not been able to paint for a while now just because of trying to get hold of the paints. Right, I think... Jesus Christ. I think that is done for shaping this. Just double check. This needs to be as flush as it can be here. Okay, yeah, that's it. I've salvaged that part now, so all I need to do is just get this little bit at the end. And then we're done with one side. And what I'll do is... Jesus Christ, one side is taking 37 minutes. After I've done this, obviously I'll call it and then we'll do the other one next time, but... This is going nicely so far. I'm actually happy with it. Which is interesting because normally first time round something goes wrong or whatever. He says as he proceeds to jinx himself with his own words. Is where something's going to go wrong in future. Okay, so now I just take a knife to the back of that, just round here. I know it's like slightly off camera. I'm trying to keep it on camera as much as I can. Just a pain in the ass because of me trying to actually see. Oh, I just need to sand that down and then we're done, boys. Koto stuff can be sharp as hell. Messed with my frame arms again and it wanted to stab me. Yeah, Koto's kits are by far the worst quality plastic I find. And with most recent Gundam kits, they're made out of that buttery smooth plastic that I absolutely love, you know. Like you've heard me mention it a couple of times on stream when I come across plastic that I absolutely love because I'm just like, oh my god, this is fantastic. and then I have like a fit about it. So now I just need to sand this down with a different grade file. Kaiser says, I'm between painting my custom frame colours on unicorn colours at the moment, but since I'm already waiting for parts, I'll just put it off for now. Ooh. Right, I just need to sand this a little bit with this sort of file, and then we're good. It's just a fine bit around the edge here that's a problem. And one of my little fingers is starting to go numb a bit. Possibly because of it being a very fine thing that I'm doing here, you know, in terms of functions on the hands. But it's definitely, this finger at the moment feels a little bit weird. As in, like, it's not exactly painful, but it's not locking up either. It just feels kind of numb and doesn't want to do what I want it to do. Feels a bit lazy or sluggish. Not a good sign, which is why I said I'd only do these for like a little while. I'm actually glad I called it after, or I'm going to call it after finishing this bit up, because then it gives me time to figure out what's going on with it. But again, like with all the other streams so far, this is just a test. Ah, okay. Trigger finger, what? Add a little bit of pain in it there. That's interesting. Good job on calling it, literally in a matter of moments, just after I get this little bit of sanding done. Hands like, dude, I've had enough of this repetitive stuff. I'm like, come on, I need to finish. Okay, so, right, let's get this hand moving a little bit, and we'll show you what I got on here so far. I'll clip this end for the moment if I can. There we go. Come on, hand. Whew. Okay, so what we've got here is one of the portions of the V fin. I'm gonna see if I can bring that in a little bit more. Okay, so what I did was, I know this is going to be slightly out of focus, but I've just made it so it's flush. So when we look at it side on here, it's you can hardly see it because of the focus, but it's as flat as I can get it. And then that's going to be good because that's going to sit against the side of it. So the idea is to eventually get this. That's going to sit on that side like that. It's actually looking real cool at the moment. Maybe a little bit further up, I'm not so sure. Right about there. I'm really happy with that at the moment though. Especially considering how flush it sits. And it's not even on the other part, so that's looking real nice. This is an SD, right, says Kaiser. Yes, yes. This is hopefully going to be a cross silhouette version of the X2, because they don't seem to do a normal cross silhouette X2, you know, without having to do something like this. Let's try. As I'm finishing up here, I'm just like quickly trying to get a little bit more plastic off here. And just quickly see if I can go to about that. Christ. The strength of this plastic is it's pretty crazy, but yeah, now I've only got that tiny ass bit of plastic to cut off there, so that's not too bad. So next time I'll do that. But until then, I shall keep it clamped so that I don't lose it. Normally I'd put it in a baggie, but the baggies appear to have gone wandering at the moment and I can't find them. So, I'm doing cross-armed here. But we'll put that like that and then just slap that in the box. Right. So, hands feeling a bit, nah. They'll probably feel better in a bit. Yeah, that's one part of the V-fin project, and then when the other half is cleaned up, then it's a case of doing the cross silhouettes V-fin and seeing if we can carve that up and get this whole project to work. Because if I can get it to just the point where I can just paint it and it's looking good, then I'm going to be real happy. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for anyone that's left a like or been in chat and listened to me waffle on while I do this. As usual, any sort of support helps against Susan and YouTube as usual. So I'll see you on the next one, and until then, goodbye!